Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. I wanted to welcome my son Emmet to my channel and we are so excited because he's going to do another fragrance video with me, which he's so excited to be doing this with me. So I know. So we're excited. Anyways, I have picked out my current top favorite perfumes. We even have a giveaway that we're going to be doing during, you didn't know that, during this video, but we're so excited. So I have picked my current top favorite fragrances, a little bit of everything from gourmand, floral, kind of classic scents. So what I thought I would do is have him take a sniff of all of these. He's going to rank them and then kind of decide what we're both going to wear today. We're going to be twinning it today.
There you go.
So if you're interested in seeing my current top favorite, I would say these are Niche Perfumes, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are going to start with this one here. Many of you, if you have watched my channel, have heard me talk about this beauty. This is from Guerlain and it is Rose Cherie. And I'll go ahead and make a little scent for us. You're going to be perfumed out today. I'm going to see what you think. Also, we're going to let these open up just a bit and go back through and smell them. But
it's good. It's very like subtle.
Subtle?
Yeah, not in a bad way, but it doesn't feel like it's like it doesn't hit you in the face per se.
Yeah,
like it kind of layers on.
Softer.
I actually like it.
Yay! Okay, and this one, would you say, is this more feminine leaning? Was this something that you would wear?
I say it's like sweet.
Little sweet?
Floral.
Floral.
I guess is the right word to say. Which doesn't have to be feminine, but I think perhaps it's a bit more feminine.
So I describe this one as a fancy lingerie drawer. Like this is a very pretty rose-centric scent. I mean, it feels very feminine, girly,
very clean.
Yeah, clean, slightly powdery. Your dad actually gave this to me, so he actually likes this scent.
Oh, nice.
And he likes fragrance, but he's very allergic, but he said this was just a very pretty scent.
Yeah.
So you like this one?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty rose, powdery, clean, just gorgeous scent, and the bottle is absolutely stunning. I love the pink juice, and you can customize these bottles and customize and do your own thread. You can even have it engraved on the box, so I kind of think this is a really fun gift as well.
Totally.
Yay. Okay, so let's put that. What do you think you would rank this one?
Like what sort of scale?
Yeah, 1 to 10. Like, what would you?
I like an 8. I really like it.
Okay,
I'm a big fan of that one.
Okay, good. So he's putting this Rose Cherie at 8, and we'll come back and smell it again. You know, once it opens up. Ooh, okay. Next one, you guys. This has been a. Oh, I shouldn't say. Oh, they're all my favorites. This has been a current obsession, and this is Oud Vendome by NIHILO. I don't want to color your experience of the fragrances, but all of them are my favorites, so that's a no-brainer. So, okay, I'm going to see what you think about this one.
Okay.
This one has to open up a bit. Just give it a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely bitter on its first.
It's got a little bit of it. It has a little bite. This does have oud in it, which oud is a resinous kind of wood, and some people love oud fragrances, others do not. And there's different kinds of oud. Some are a little bit more fecal, barnyard. This is very smooth to me.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I think if you let this open up, this one wears so beautifully on
definitely
the skin.
Earthy, I guess.
Little bit earthy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not that's the bad thing.
No, no, no. That doesn't... That
feels like it's like a mature sort of.
Does it feel mature? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love the color of this one, but this one also has saffron and ginger in it. Could you, like when you were saying you had a little bit of bitterness?
Yeah, ginger makes sense. Actually, in the context of ginger, I think I like it more. I don't know how I feel. I thought it smelled a little bit barky, almost.
Almost, yeah.
Not that it's bad, but it smelled like just a tiny bit bitter. But if it's ginger, it actually kind of adds like more of a depth to it. It has a
richness, a depth. It also has galbanum and cedar, incense, and a bit of musk. And I know you think you don't like musk, but I think that you would be surprised by that many fragrances include musk that you probably like. But yeah, this one, if you look at the juice of this, the saffron on the ginger, it definitely has a little bit of oomph to it. I guess
it's funny, once you describe the ingredients in it, it opens it up more. Like ginger actually makes me like it a lot more.
Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, just do your honest.
I think like a 6 or a 7. I actually like it. It got a lot better. Yeah. As it settled down as well.
As it settles down. And we'll smell this again. I'm going to want you to smell it again once we get through. Okay, this next one is one of my newest obsessions, and I have not had time to actually film a full review of this AMOUAGE, and this is Lilac Love. And I can't wait for you to smell this one. So, let's do this. And again, you don't have to like what I like. Let's take a moment to look at this beautiful lilac colored bottle right here. Mm-hmm. And what do you think about this one?
This one seems like the most subtle we've had so far.
Subtle? Okay. What do you smell right off the bat?
Like a flower, like a particular flower right away.
Lilac?
Is it lilac?
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually like. I don't know if I like lilac. Is it similar to lavender?
It's not, but it's in that purple genre.
Yeah, I feel like those flowers I can be a little irritated by them, nasal irritated by this one. I feel a tiny bit of irritation from it. Actually, it actually smells very good.
And do you smell anything? Is there any other note that is standing out for you? And once I describe it, you might smell it, but I want to see if you smell it.
I don't know. It's almost like a fennelly licorice sort of thing.
So it has cacao in it. So it's got a little dusting of chocolate. Yeah,
it has like a sort of sweet.
And so to me, you guys, if you are a fan of lilac flowers, this one is a stunner. So this is a lilac fragrance. I don't have anything like that in my collection, but it's got this layer of cacao, like a little dusting of cocoa powder in it that I think makes it super interesting.
It feels complex.
Yes. In this AMOUAGE fragrances in general tend to be very complex. They have a lot going on in them, and sometimes they can be a little bit too much for me. But this one is actually probably one of the more
I enjoy this one.
Subtle ones here. But this also has jasmine. It's got rose, gardenia, peony, heliotrope, and then it's got some buttery orris in it, cacao, tonka bean, sandalwood, patchouli, and vanilla.
Like, it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things, but this one is just absolutely stunning. It is a gorgeous floral with a little dusting of chocolate, a little cocoa powder on it, but then it's got this really kind of deep, rich base, this creamy sandalwood. The patchouli in here, I would say, is more of a clean patchouli than earthy.
I didn't really grasp onto it too much. I feel like once you describe the notes, the cocoa, I definitely get the jasmine and the peony. I like peonies a lot. The peony comes through as well.
Yeah.
Actually, again, it settled down. It was a little bit not irritating. It definitely. I guess irritating is the right word. Not like emotionally, but just a a sensory irritation, but now it's kind of calmed down a bit. So
this one is beautiful. Also, this is heavily more floral, and so you could have some, you know, I don't know if you. He's got a lot of allergies as well. And so, but for any of you guys that love a complex floral, this is the one. Like, I am obsessed with this. It wears so beautifully. It's deep and rich, but it's got so many beautiful florals in it. And I love it. Like, this is signature scent worthy in my eyes, because it is a complex. Would you say that?
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I've been wearing it a lot, so I don't know if you've smelled me recently, but
I think I have. It definitely, I think I can actually, once it wears onto your skin too.
Yes.
You can definitely like.
It really warms up.
Yeah.
It really warms up, and it's. What would you rate? And you don't have to like it, honey.
Yeah, no, I know.
What would you rank that one?
What did I give?
I did 6.5 for that.
I'd probably put this one in the same 6 point, or you can give it a 7.
Okay, ooh, 7. Okay, and that's fine. But for any of you who have been looking for an interesting floral, this one I am truly obsessed with. So. Okay, I have 2 of them from the same brand. I was only going to do one, but one I'm curious to see what it reminds him of. But first I'm going to share my favorite gourmand fragrance, and this is from Fragrance du Bois, and this is MENUIT at DEMI, and I love this one. Look at, he's like, oh, you're not going to be influenced. I'm saying all of these are my top favorites, but I'm going to be curious. Do you know what gourmand fragrance is, what that might mean?
I feel like we've talked about it before, but I'm not recalling at the moment.
No, you're fine. But usually it has some sort of notes that is going to be a little bit more edible. Edible spices that you might feel. What do you think of this one?
I know. I almost got like a mango-y scent from it at the beginning or something. Very fruity. Fruity? I don't know if fruity, but like tropical.
Does it? That's awesome. No, this one has cardamom.
Yeah.
It's like a warm cardamom. It has a touch of vanilla in here. It has tonka, which I really love. And tonka was also in this one. And I believe it was actually in our oud. VENDOME. I really love tonka because it adds this kind of rich, can almost be slightly leathery sometimes. But would this be something you would like to wear, or is this not in your? You tend to like. I don't know
if I would wear this, but I would appreciate it on somebody who I was around. I think it would smell good.
And again, all fragrance is unisex, but some are more feminine leaning, some are more masculine leaning, and I find this one to be definitely unisex, maybe a little feminine leaning. What would you say?
I would agree with that. It's definitely very rich.
Yeah, it's a rich gourmand.
Rich but warm.
Yeah, very warm. This one just layers so beautifully. You guys know I've talked about this one forever. I'm a huge fan of it, and if you're a gourmand lover, this is definitely one you should get your nose on.
I feel like maybe I don't know if in a good way, but it definitely fulfills a sort of stereotype in my head of like a feminine, warm and rich scent. I feel like masculine scents are often still rich, but kind of like earthy, or I don't know if cold's the right word, but kind of like bitey. The stereotype of masculine scents are like rich and kind of bitey, but this one has like a very warm sort of feel to it. It plays into like my initial ideas of what that like a feminine scent. I guess it doesn't have to be.
No, I think that's I think that describes it super well.
Yeah, not that it even has to be like a feminine scent, but it makes me think of like And I think of like teachers that I've had when I was little often smelled a certain way and had a very like warm, sort of rich scent to it.
Yeah, because they're kind of like nurturing. Teachers are known for being nurturing.
Sure. Yeah.
And warm scents in general are a little bit more cozy.
Yeah, I agree.
And I always think of this as like a cashmere cocoon. Like nice and cozy scent. And I love the edible note of that. You definitely can feel almost a little cinnamon in here, the cardamom, and it just is really beautiful. So, and we'll smell this again because it dries down really nice and soft on the skin. So what would you rank that one?
I would rank that one. It's getting hard now because like I think it smells really good. But I guess compared to all of these, I gotta give it like a 5 or a 6. I don't think it's bad at all.
No, but it's more about what
for my personal preference.
Yes,
I think it smells great.
You don't need to worry. That's why we like hearing, because also everybody's, you know, fragrance is also smells different on different people's skin and what you like. Okay, I did want to bring this one up because this one I am obsessed with, and it reminds me of him because my son lives in New York City. And this is Fragrance du Bois, and this is New York 5th Avenue, and I'm not going to say anything about it until you smell it. But clearly you have a little hint from the actual name. Does it smell like New York City to you?
Kind of.
Okay, so I'll give you a little description.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm getting.
Okay, so this is
enjoy it though.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Also, sort of like spice, like has spices in it. Definitely not quite as rich as the previous one. A little more clean.
A little more clean. It has some florals in it. Just light florals in here. But this one is supposed to be that you are shopping on 5th Avenue during the holidays. So imagine that, probably around Rockefeller Square. There's vendors like roasting chestnuts.
I was curious if the nuts were going to come up.
But then there's also where you open up the doors to like Bergdorf's or Saks, and you know how there's that scent of like leather goods and fancy garments. Or, you know that smell?
Yes,
perfumes. Totally. Like fancy, like when we went into Bergdorf's at one time.
Yeah. Isn't the perfume usually the first floor anyways?
Yeah, like usually they have like, you know, the scents are kind of wafting out, but this is supposed to be capturing New York City during the holidays.
I think that's a good job.
And like when I smelled this, I was like, there's another version, New York Intense, but I was like, oh my gosh, they've captured New York in a bottle. Like it just like, I was like, I can imagine. And I mean, this also, I used to go when I would visit my sister during the holidays and go shopping. It did, like, I was like, this really does smell like New York City.
Totally, yeah. I think the joke is that people say New York City smells like Santal 33 all the time, but...
Yeah, from Le Labo. That is the hip, is that the hip Santal?
At the time. Yeah. I think it's fallen out of favor at this point, but...
The hipsters of New York love Santal 33.
This is good. I like this a lot.
Don't you like this? You guys,
I give it like an 8.
Ooh.
I like it.
Okay, so this has been my newest obsession, and this one actually layers gorgeously with MEMO and DEMI. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay,
it feels like this one would be pretty light on its own.
And I think it probably has a little bit more cleanness, like a little lift to it that you probably like. It's got bergamot.
And I feel like I like very clean scents.
Okay, that's an 8. You guys, this is huge. I was wondering if he was going to like this. So, a little ode to New York City. And I do have to do a little bit of bragging about him. But anyways, it's so good to have you home. He is working. He's graduated a year ago. Right?
May 2021.
He's a working man.
Yeah.
And I'm just super proud of him. So anyways, I just love having him home. And of course, I love to make him film some videos with me. But you actually like fragrance.
I do a lot.
Okay, so this next one, you guys, I've never spoken about on my channel, but Emmet also is a fan of ROJA Parfums, and this is 51, and I always call this sort of my signature scent. Like, I love it that much. Let's do a little. see if you still like it.
Yeah.
The last time you did the video, he ended up picking this one as his favorite.
I think so, yeah.
Now, this one of my dear friends and clients gave to me, and this is ROJA Parfums Bergdorf Pour Femme. So speaking of Bergdorf, and I wanted to see what you think about this. Because I'm a huge fan of ROJA Parfums. And here's a little look at the beautiful bottle here. Stunning cap. So wanted to give a little shout out.
Yeah, that's a cool cap.
To Mary. Super nice gift. I was blown away. I was like, she got one for herself. So we're twinning together. What do you think about this? I'm going to be curious.
Is it strong?
It's a little strong.
Yeah, not in a bad way. I think compared to some other ones, it comes off very clearly at first.
Okay, so this one has top notes of bergamot, which is going to add a little freshness.
Okay.
You like bergamot in most things that we've talked about before. And then it's got some gardenia, heliotrope, jasmine, tuberose, rose, orange blossom, lily of the valley, and violet. And then in the base notes, it's going to be oak moss, cedar, musk, benzoin, pink pepper, sandalwood, vanilla, patchouli, styrax. And so this one to me smells like somebody who is going to be shopping in Bergdorf. So what would you consider that person to be?
I don't know.
I would
perhaps traditional,
like classic. Like to me, this is like a very classic. I would say a rich. I'm not going to say the bad word, but a rich bee scent, which I like. Like I like the fact that it feels very. Does that make
traditional?
Sense? Yeah, classy. This smells like class to me. Like very. I'm more of a casual girl. In general, and to me, this feels like I am kind of a little bit on my dressed up side. You know, feel like I'm dressed to the nines.
It does seem like a little more formal.
A little bit more formal, but I really like it. I was like, I'm kind of dipping my toes into some of the more vintagey feeling perfumes, like some with aldehydes. Like, I don't know how you feel about those. Like, do you know what Chanel No. 5 smells like?
I do know what Chanel No. 5 smells like, yes.
But you know how it has that very distinct opening?
yes, for sure.
And so that's
kind of why this had, I feel like it had a very clear opening at the beginning.
It has that kind of, I don't know if it actually contains aldehydes in it, but it has that classy kind of feel to it.
I mean, what is an aldehyde?
An aldehyde is I think of it as sparkly champagne note. It's a note in perfume.
Okay.
But it's best known for things in like Chanel No. 5, which is I have a couple different versions of this, and you can see what you think. This is one of the more mild ones.
Yeah, definitely am familiar with Chanel No. 5.
Chanel No. 5, but that kind of sparkly opening, smell, that's a little, I don't personally like Chanel No. 5. The original is not my favorite. These are both. Try that on. You probably like that. That's the low version. These are a little bit more modern.
That's kind of, it has almost like I guess in a clean way, but it almost smells a little bit more like alcohol, like not like alcohol, like drinking alcohol, but like kind of like it's almost like a sanitary sort of like, clean,
and it also kind of, you can dance on the skin a little bit, but it also can have a little bit sharp. Like my mom was the queen of aldehyde, so I always did not like those perfumes. Not that I love my mom, but I didn't want to. You know, so I'm kind of laughing at myself because I feel like I'm becoming Juliet because now I'm kind of tiptoeing back into those fragrances. But this one, you guys, I have been wearing it and it really dries down so beautiful. You're going to feel like a classy lady when you wear this. And it's soft and slightly powdery. There's definitely florals in here, but I don't know. If you think of who would be wearing it, who would be shopping in Bergdorf's, this is what it smells like. A little bit of a rich bitch kind of scent. In a good way, though. I'm saying that I know. Hey, who doesn't want to smell like that sometimes?
Fair enough. Yeah.
What would you give this one?
I would give that one a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Not your, and it has oak moss in it, and oak moss is always going to have a more of a vintage.
I guess vintage is the right way. Like, you compare to the Chanel No. 5, it definitely has, I can know, there's a type.
Yes.
Surrounding that.
And what did you think of the low?
Sorry, of the...
This is Chanel No. 5 low. That's like a more modern-y...
Yeah, I think that one smells nice.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So, that is 5, right? 6.
6.
Okay, 6. Oh! Okay. These, we have 2 more. Actually, then you're gonna compare those 2.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna like this one, but this is a new one from MEMO Paris, and this is, would you say FLAM or FLAM?
I'd say FLAM because that's a little...
Yeah. So I was calling it FLAM the other day, and this is a new one for me, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna like. This is more in the clean genre.
It's a cool bottle.
Yeah, isn't it cool? I just have to share the bottle. This is the
box is really nice.
The Viking little map here. Love that. So tell me what you think about that one.
I like it a lot.
And is it more clean?
Very clean.
It is slightly powdery, so I wasn't sure if you would like that.
It's floral.
Mm-hmm. So this one has a bit of clary sage oil in there, as well as bitter orange oil, Sambac jasmine, jasmine absolute, cedarwood, tonka bean, cashmeran, hebroxen, and ambrette. And ambrette can also give this sort of almost medicinal clean feeling. I don't think it has the medicinal part to it, but it has this clean, like I like a lot of scents that have ambrette in it. Mm-hmm. And I just wondered what you think about this one.
I like this one.
It's very fresh. It is very fresh, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it has a slight powderiness. I didn't know what you'd think if you smell it. As you're putting that in your nose.
I like it. It definitely is, I guess, it smelled a little bit cleaner when it first was sprayed. It has a little bit more powder now.
Yep. It's very comforting. Yes. It is like, this is a very comforting scent. It puts a smile on my face. It's got some of this beautiful jasmine in here. So I don't know if that's gonna, I don't know if jasmine.
I like jasmine.
Yeah, jasmine. Has really pretty jasmine, but this one just I say puts a smile on my face. Easy to wear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy. This is an easy to wear. You can dress it up or down, but I almost feel like it's an everyday. I think it's
casual. Yeah, I could see someone wearing this every day.
Yeah.
I could see this being a daily scent.
This is, definitely daily, but this is really beautiful. And what would you put this one?
I'd give it a 7.
7, okay. Okay, so one of my absolute favorite, probably my favorite vanilla fragrance ever is EBK.
Ruby and Vanilla.
Ruby and Vanilla Intense. And they have just launched a new version of this, and it is EBK Ruby and Vanilla Neroli. And you guys check this beauty out. And I have been wearing this the past few days. I've been super excited about this. And I do have a giveaway to do. And they actually sent me a travel size to give away to one of you lucky winners. And these are quite substantial. So this travel size is going to last you quite some time. Yeah. And I love it. I have several of their travel size fragrances that I love. And I will be doing a side-by-side comparison. But since it's the holiday and Emmet is here, I thought it would be fun to go ahead and announce that giveaway. So first of all, let's talk about the fragrances. So you have smelled this before.
I have.
And your thoughts were?
You know, I can't recall what my thoughts were, so we should just give it a...
Let's go ahead. We're going to do original and then the Neroli. Okay, smell that real quick, and then you don't have to say yet. And then smell this, just since it's just launched, and so we can kind of decide.
Oh, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Does that have patchouli in it?
Okay, so tell me what you think in overall when you first smelled between the two of them.
Yeah, the original vanilla one, the Ruby and Vanilla, has a slight bit more powder to it.
Powder.
I think. But this one's nice. I think you've worn this one.
Yes, a lot.
Quite a bit. No, I like it. It's a warm sweetness to it.
It's in vanilla sense.
Yeah.
And
Holiday,
when you say the powdery
well.
I find it to have a little bit of a soapiness and a freshness to it.
Soapiness,
like a little bit of a cleanness.
Yeah, I feel like when I say powdery, I just mean that I can tell it would lay on for a while. Like it would stay there for a while.
And it definitely does have some powderyness to it. But I always there's just, when I first smelled these two, it was much more distinct that one has that soapy note to it.
Totally.
Could you smell that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one.
This one definitely has, it has patchouli in it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, this one also feels very clean.
Yes.
I feel like this one this one actually feels, I think sorry, getting confused. The Neroli one feels like it actually has a little bit more heft to it, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Yeah. This one would stick around for a while, I feel like.
This one, I laugh because I think of this one as a bit dense and chewier.
Yeah,
and it made me think of you because he loves dried apricots. And I was like, Neroli's a really gorgeous floral, very distinct, and it doesn't necessarily smell like apricots, but it has a really pretty, you either really love Neroli scents or you don't. And one of our favorites that I've worn forever from Jo Malone was Basil and Neroli Forever. You know that one.
Before you're even really into scents, you had that one.
Yeah, this was we went through a lot of them. Our house smelled like it. So this one to me had that kind of denseness, a little bit more heft to it. It has a little touch of lavender in it, and lavender tends to be in a lot of more colognes. But you guys, it is not, I don't know if this is knocking this one out because I love this one, but I do have to say this one has a little bit more density to it. It's a little bit chewier. Can you smell this one? In this one.
Yeah, this one just feels like a denser version of this.
Yes.
With a tiny bit of a different scent.
Yes.
This one feels slightly earthier, though it still is sweet.
It's a really nice, I think a really well balanced between being that sweet and being a little bit balanced between that earthiness. There's amber in here, there's patchouli. So it's neroli, lavender, vanilla, patchouli, musk, orange blossom, amber, dry wood, oriental powder, and almond. I've got to smell that.
I could get some almond from there.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I
feel like the notes are very defined in the Neroli one. You can definitely smell things specifically in there. Yeah,
that Neroli extract, this is one of the finest extracts in this fragrance. This Neroli extract is rare, and it's definitely comes out. Like when you smell it, I was like, oh. And I still love this one, but to me that one feels... I love the fact that it had that touch of soapiness and freshness to it, but I would say this is the denser, chewier version.
Yeah,
would that agree. Be? Which one do you like better? Because
I like the Neroli one. I think
you
a
do
little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, that's so cool. Because I'm pretty sure you liked this one.
I did like that one as well. Yeah.
You guys, they're both really super amazing.
Yeah, even the traditional ruby and vanilla, the intense one.
Yeah.
I think, it makes sense they call it that. It definitely has, the main note is the vanilla.
Yeah.
And you're going to smell sweet if you wear this one.
Yes. And I would say this one is probably less sweet.
I would agree, yeah.
A little more floral, because it's got the
more floral, I agree.
But it has this really nice, I think it has that really nice balance where there's that earthiness, richness. I don't know. So which would you wear today?
I'd wear that one.
Okay. Yay. Okay, so first of all, what would you rank this?
I think 7 and 8.
And 8 being?
For the Neroli.
Okay. 8 for Neroli.
Even like a 7.5 for that. They're similar. I like both of them.
Okay.
They're not scents that I necessarily would traditionally wear, but I think one on somebody else, but also just I can see it being an occasion scent, like a holiday scent for sure.
I mean, and these are pretty stunning. What do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely. The bottles are really nice. Yeah, the translucent Neroli one.
Yeah, nice really frosted glass, you guys. These are just stunning fragrances. It's a little small boutique in Paris, and I just love the backstory of it, too. They don't have, like, a ton of fragrances. It's limited and all that. Okay, so we're going to do a little giveaway, a travel size of the EBK, and I'll give you all the information of how to enter in the description box and at the end of this video. But I think what we'll do right now is we're quickly going to smell these one more time just to see how they dried down, and then have Emmet pick his winner for the day. All right. So, okay. Let's start with, okay, so we're starting with this because they all dry down a little bit differently.
I feel like this one continues to smell very clean. Like it's gotten even more almost medicinal as it's come down in a good way. Yeah. Like it feels like it's definitely like the rose is very present.
It is definitely. You definitely need to like rose scents, but it's super pretty.
I really like that one. Yeah, I really like. I probably would wear that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Actually, I know. I would definitely wear that one.
So pretty. Okay, so you're keeping with 8, or do you want to bring it up?
We can go to 8's good.
8's good.
Leave it there.
Okay, and next we did Ex Nihilo Oud VENDOME. It smells different when it dries out.
It does. Yeah, it smells a lot different. That one's really nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So you put it at a 6.5 or 7.
I put it at like an 8 now. I actually really like it.
After I said it had ginger and
it's a very interesting scent.
Yes, it is. This is going to be interesting and unique, but it smells really good, and I love that too. Okay, so that's back up.
I like that one a lot, yeah. Okay,
so those are your 2 favorites so far. Ooh, I'm going to see what you think of this one. Then we have my little favorite, Lilac Love from AMOUAGE.
You know, I like, it's also very complex. Yeah. I just don't know if I'm a big lilac fan. That's the only thing.
No. You know what?
I don't dislike it, but I don't think I love the notes in there, if that makes any sense.
It's probably a little too floral.
Just a little bit,
yeah. But for any of you that do love florals, a complex floral with a little dusting of cocoa in here. Okay, so you're going to stick with a 7?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to go, and Fragrance du BOIS-MINUIT at DEMI. This also dries down a little differently.
Yeah, it's definitely not as intense once it's come down. Yep. It's nice.
Is it?
Ooh, what are the notes in this one again?
Okay, so this one's got cardamom, pimento, bergamot, caramel, and coffee. Yeah. I meant to tell you.
The caramel, the coffee. You really smell the coffee in it.
Yes. Coffee, vetiver, cedarwood, cashmere, vanilla, musk, and a very exclusive like bourbon.
It smells like
boozy.
It smells like almost like pastry-like in a way.
It does. That's what I always describe this one as walking into a pastry shop to get a mocha latte.
For sure,
that's what it smells like. But I meant to tell you this is a coffee fragrance.
Yeah, it can definitely
smell it.
Yeah.
Okay, staying at 5.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. I think it's a little too sweet for me, personally.
Sweet. Yeah, it's definitely...
I think it's sweet. It's not too powdery. It's not particularly powdery. It just kind of it has a very distinct coffee smell to it.
And then on this one, I meant to tell you that the notes in here, this one also has a caramel note. So this one also has a caramel note, but it has also notes of bergamot and rose. And then it's got caramel, violet, cypriol. And then base notes of vanilla, musk, cashmere wood, and gaiac wood. So in this one, so it's not super sweet. I think that would be it. I think that this one, when you said pastry, you're right. This has that gourmand pastry, a little bit sweeter, and
yeah, this one's really nice. I still like this one a lot.
Okay, good. So would you keep that, or is it going up?
I keep it at an 8.
Man, you got a lot of 8s here. You're gonna have to decide.
Yeah.
Then we have the classic, the ROJA Parfums. This is Bergdorf Pour Femme, and it smells really pretty now.
It does smell very pretty.
Yeah, you guys. The dry down on this is just a classic white floral, beautiful, classic scent. Yeah. I really like it.
Totally.
I know it's not your but do you like it better now that it's dried down?
I do.
Good. Good.
I'd still leave it at what I gave it, but I think that it's nice.
Good. Good. In this,
I agree with kind of our characterization of it as well.
We just call it the rich bee. We don't say the actual word because we don't ever say bad words in our household.
Yeah.
But, okay. And then
this one.
We have FLAM.
That one dried down really nice. It definitely is medicinal. But I like it.
You like it. But
yeah.
It isn't... it probably has a touch powder for you.
A little bit, yeah.
But it has very clean. If you like powdery scents, it's not like it's a blow your out.
No.
But for your taste, I think that you're not quite as... I thought maybe this would be your winner. I don't think so. Okay, and then the last two. And what did you rank these? Did we even rank them?
Yeah, 7.5 and 8.
Okay, we have another 8 over here, and now a little time has elapsed.
This one's still really nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going with the Neroli.
I'll go with the Neroli. I actually think I know which one I like the most.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Whoa! You
like
guys, this is so. This is.
It's really interesting. Like it has a lot of very. The scents are very like. Once you said it was ginger, it makes a lot more sense. Like I wasn't getting the ending note of ginger at first. It just kind of smelled like very barky or very woody. Well, yeah, almost.
Woody. It's a woody scent.
But once it is mellowed down, it almost kind of smells like a sort of like sweet ginger sort of thing.
Yeah,
not sweet, but like. Has that ginger tang. I really like this one. I would wear this one.
This one, you guys, this one is, I'm going to say it, this one is a fragrance for life, and I think partly because it is interesting. It's got a little hit of spices in there, but the dry down,
it's really lovely.
Yeah, it's so lovely, and I think that's what makes fragrance fun, because it's going to take you on a little ride and give you that little experience of starting out one way and then drying down to another. But so and this again, NIHILO is a brand that I absolutely love. You can show that over there. We've got a bunch of samples that we have that if he sticks around and can't get home because, you know, flights are getting canceled, I will make him do a whole NIHILO. You'd like many of these.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so his top favorites are, this is very interesting, you guys, that I'm really surprised. I'm not surprised, I shouldn't be, because my husband actually likes this, Rose Cherie, but you like it yourself, correct?
Yeah, quite a bit.
And this to me is the beautiful lingerie drawer. You have pretty lingerie, it's a pretty scent, but I mean, it definitely, you know, it's just more rose centric.
Totally.
It's gorgeous. And you're right, it does have a clean, you're liking that because it has sort of a
it's very clean,
fresh kind of scent. And I think my husband loves roses. Like that's his favorite. Like we have rose bushes. They're not my favorite because I'm the one who always gets pricked by them. But that's his favorite. So, okay, this one.
Yeah, and then I also liked
Fragrance Du Bois, Fifth Avenue. So those are tied.
Yeah.
And then.
That's my favorite.
Okay, ooh. You guys, let's put some on. Real quick. Yeah, baby. You know that.
Sprayed it in my eyes.
Okay, so winner, we are both smelling amazing in this room. Definitely check out Oud Vendome from NIHILO. And then for our giveaway, and this is Ruby and Vanilla Neroli, you get a travel size of this fragrance, and it is so amazing. So in order to enter, all you have to do is like this video, give us a little thumbs up, like this video. Then if you could follow myself on Instagram, Abby Bliss White, as well as EBK Paris, that would be amazing. And then in the comment area, let us know which fragrance you love the most out of our picks right here. Like which one are you most excited to try? Or if you want to share your favorite fragrance, that works as well. But I always love to learn from you guys as well. And we just thought that would be a fun little giveaway to do today. So EBK travel of the new launch Ruby and Vanilla Neroli. It's amazing. Okay, and oh, I should give you another note. My husband actually really loves this one as well. So again, he's getting more into fragrance. It's been kind of fun to see him involve and kind of join me in my passion, but he was asking me what I was wearing, and he said he really liked this one, and I was wearing EBK Ruby and Vanilla Neroli. So super beautiful launch. This might be my favorite between the two. I don't know. I'm going to do a further detailed video of the two of them together. Kind of can't win. I think they're both amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay. So thank you, Emmet, so much for coming on my channel. I love you so much.
I love you.
And I'm going to come to New York. And he's like, when? Oh, so always fun. It is always fun to have this little fella at home. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon.